Welcome back to part 2 of Nothing But Football. I don't even know what the date is. Well, it's this week's episode.
It's your past, it's your present.
Oh, never mind. It's even on the laptop. 29th of June.
You know what date it is?
Eh?
Gents, always remember that you are the prize. In this patriarchal society, remember that you are the prize.
I hear you.
That's all I
think
can say.
that counts as a
That
beauty
actually that sounds very misogynistic. In this society where men rule things, you are the prize.
Look at Chris thinking about the Twitter backlash. Oh,
No, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, okay.
You said to the backlash, dog. But then I just thought about a Pusha T line. I said I keep the city's best. I never said she was the brightest.
Okay. With your drug raps, I'm not gonna comment on these drug raps. I'm a house man. And the occasional R&B song, but yeah. Yeah, guys, it's part 2. If you didn't check out part 1, we're just wrapping up the fixtures from the round of 16. And I also highlighted that we will unfortunately not be able to talk about the England versus Germany game because it will currently be on. You don't know when we're recording, but it'll be currently be on.
And prediction, England would lose.
What's your prediction?
if they can stop Kroos and Gundogan, they'll win.
Wait, is Saka in the starting lineup?
Yeah, but
Oh, then England are gonna win. Yes, let's go England.
No, I was gonna offer my. Oh wow. But yeah, basically, let me just touch up on the lineup. Pickford in goal. Back 3 of Walker, Stones, and Maguire. Midfield 4, including the wing backs of Trippier, Calvin Phillips, Rice, and Luke Shaw. A start again for Bukayo Saka, Harry Kane, and Raheem Sterling.
You see what happens when you get raw talent? They do better than the systems of Man City.
So Germany.
Throwing shots.
So Germany, it's Neuer at the back. Back 3 of Rudiger, Hummels, and Ginter. We've got a wing back and 2 midfielders of Golsens and Goretzka, Kroos and Kimmich. Attacking trio of Thomas Müller, Kai Havertz, and Timo Werner. He's been
that's
given.
clever. They started. Okay, I thought I saw Gundogan. Okay, great. That's. Okay, they know what they're doing, huh?
I mean, Goretzka, I'm sure they know that he's going to grind things out. I mean, they've kept him out for quite the majority of the tournament, but I think he was being rested.
Yeah, they were playing Gundogan and Kroos.
Yeah.
But that's the area where if you don't put somebody that can defend, Harry Kane will show you flames.
Exactly. So I think that's Goretzka there. Kroos obviously is just to control things in the middle there. Yeah, basically that's the team for the England game. I'm sure next week we will talk about the upset or the expected. You'll decide what we mean by that. Obviously, upset is if England wins.
You know what? Mason Mount is not in that starting lineup. Oh, thank God.
Why?
These English boys get too much hype sometimes.
I almost said he deserves it, but no one deserves that hype they get. But good player.
I was gonna say Mason Mount. Actually, funny enough, hasn't been hyped that much in this England.
What? After they won the Champions League?
Mason Mount has
After the season was
not like English players.
after the season was wrapped
My boy,
up.
when they were busy making fun of Tony Kroos, 3-peat winner.
No. After the season was wrapped up and they went into internationals, Phil Foden and Jack Grealish have been the hype.
Thank you. Yeah.
Those are the 2 guys who are hyped.
Mason Mount too.
Jude Bellingham, yeah, they touched on him because he's young. But I'm saying Phil Foden became the real villain to the world's eyes.
No, I didn't care about Phil Foden. It was Mason Mount. Maybe I have a bias against Chelsea
No, you
players.
just don't.
Yeah.
I remember an episode where you had to admit that, Mason Mount has talent. That was interesting.
White privilege does get you far in life.
Let's not lie. This guy's talented.
Yeah, so is the CEO of Goldman Sachs, but he didn't get there on merit.
Fair point. I don't know who that is, but
Precisely.
I'll trust your
Precisely.
opinion. That means nothing. I don't know anything about the finance sector.
I'm just saying things to say
Yes,
things.
I know. You're just saying exactly for the dramatic eye. Exactly. But yeah, I think that's the lineup for tonight. I don't know.
Yeah, that's
You can
enough.
just leave it. I think
let's leave
next
it.
week.
What
we'll
was your
give it-
prediction?
I actually think, I don't know. Now with Saka, it makes things a lot different. Like it makes it
If
different.
Saka's playing, I want them to win. If he gets subbed, they must lose.
Yeah, but what's your prediction?
Yeah,
I
they
think
win
Germany
because he
will
started.
take it. I think Germany will take it because I think England is actually quite confident because of the way Germany wrapped things up during the group stages. They genuinely believe that they can go all the way.
I actually think England.
Yeah, that's what I'm
But
saying.
there's Werner. Nah, I think England. Who can keep up with Werner's pace in that back?
But
Kyle
Werner-
Walker.
Werner, this is
Yeah.
this is
I'll
what
give it to England.
this is what Werner does in Germany. This system suits those stupid shots of his.
Yes, yes, he'll probably score with his elbow. Then.
Exactly. Yeah. But I think, like I said in part one,
boy.
I said let's actually give this segment for the French game because obviously if
Les
you
Bleus.
guys watched, this was the shock of the group basically. So if you guys don't know, it was France versus Switzerland, and that game went all the way to penalties where Switzerland took it. The score ended 3-3, but the penalties ended 4-5. Mbappe missing the deciding penalty.
Be too busy fighting with Giroud instead of putting goals in the back of the net.
I was gonna say I'll give you your own segment here. Actually, no. Start up.
Dog,
What are your thoughts about?
we said this
about
at the
this
beginning of the tournament. We thought that France were favorites. And then Benzema came back, and I was like, the only thing that will stop after that whole bust up that they had in the media thing, that will stop France is France themselves. Mbappe, I think, took a bit of a humbling because he's a star, right? But he took things personally, too personally, and now he did nothing in the Euros. Now, when you think about in the World Cup, the reason they won the World Cup is because of the selflessness of Giroud. Right? Now you bring Benzema back. Yes, Benzema scored, but Benzema messed up that whole team dynamic.
Yeah.
How are you losing to a neutral country like Switzerland? It's just a bunch of corrupt bankers out there, and you're losing to Switzerland. When you have Mbappe and all these talented players, like Kingsley Coman came off the bench and stuff like that. So I think it's their own doing. If Benzema came back, I feel like he should have came off the bench because Griezmann did nothing. Can't remember any notable moments. Paul Pogba, the African star that he is, kept on shining. You can't fault Pogba for his performance. No matter what one of those Scottish pundits say when they get back to England and criticize him, he was France's best player.
Yeah, hands down.
Hands down, you can't even
the
argue
tournament,
in the two. You can't even argue it. So it's one of those things of why did we bring back?
Oh, yeah, I agree.
Why did we bring back drug dealing man who threatened teammates and blackmailed them to mess up team harmony? Yes, he got 2 goals, but if you're scoring goals and losing, I don't need you in my team. I need to find a different way to play.
All right.
And that's all I can say. Because you can't be, you lost to Granit Xhaka. Arsenal finished 8th. He was our captain.
Interesting. You had to drag the man while he's
Joe.
on his happy night. That guy's happy, bro. That guy just
He's
pulled
happy.
off the impossible.
Yeah, he slighted Wenger. He must go.
It's like what?
He was busy saying under Wenger he didn't get tactical discipline. If you're not smart enough of a footballer to know what you must do when you're on the pitch, you don't deserve to play football. Why must they baby you and tell you, yeah, when the ball is on the right quadrant, you must be here?
he was happy more with Emery and Arteta.
Because you got more tactical discipline.
Fair point. But yeah, I guess
You
no.
see him taking it personally. He's like, I didn't know that.
No. I'm actually not taking that personally. I'm actually thinking about it. I'm like, but Wenger used to say, bruh, I bought you because you're a good player. I've watched you play. Like, you can do this. So he used to say, bruh, you can do this. Like, obviously now the modern play, they say, X, Y, and Z. And Xhaka, it does work out for him. He's got great structure at Switzerland, and that's where he puts in good performances. I've watched him at Switzerland. But it's a shame that at Arsenal, it's a different story. At Arsenal, there's also been other issues. He's been forced to play left back. He's been forced to play left back. He's kind of had no regular partner next to him. For quite a while now. There's times where it worked out with him and Torreira. Him and Partey aren't working out, and I'm sure Arsenal are not going to take that chance. Hence why Arsenal's on the market for another player in the midfield. It would be a shame if you got rid of him, but I understand why.
I think it would be really foolish. The replacement has to be decent because
it's that guy from Anderlecht, the current captain, Lokonga. Very decent looking player. He plays. I think he's also. Is he in the Belgium international or is under 23?
We'll see. But let's get back to Switzerland and France.
Yes.
France truly disappointed me. If you're not gonna play the drug dealer in his best position, I think Benzema, I honestly feel is not supposed to be the star in any team, and I feel like I feel like he shouldn't have that mantle. Too much controversy around him.
He does not. I do agree with you.
You know, because he plays best when he's not the star. He played best when he was with Ronaldo.
Like the one of the greatest footballers of all time. That makes sense to play second fiddle.
No.
In any other team, no. for me.
Well, besides France, since he got them knocked out.
Well,
he
didn't get them knocked out. He scored 2 goals in this game.
Yeah, but I'm saying he fucks with the team dynamic.
Because they didn't win.
Yes.
So Vele, if they don't win,
even before this, it's his fault.
Okay,
because
there's nothing you can do about that.
No. From World Cup winners to getting knocked out in the last 16, and the only difference is Benzema. It's your fault.
I hear what you're saying, but you're on the ledge, boy.
To tell you the truth, I feel I hate to disagree with you, but somewhat disagree with you. I agree with you from a point of view where he did ruin the team chemistry. Mbappe is the shell of, he's no longer the same player. He was more concerned with how his partnership with him and Benzema is going to happen instead of saying, I am the striker. I need to score. He was more concerned with feeding Benzema. I think I don't know, like this tournament is the most times I've seen Mbappe just try offload balls, to feed Benzema. I feel he's got that Grootman complex. It's like, that's my big bro. That's a strike I've watched and thought in my head, cool player, whatnot. But
too many Instagram videos, not enough goals in the back end of the net.
But I feel as though Mbappe should have come up with that attitude as in like, dude, I'm the main man in this team. I have a World Cup.
How you dropping?
I'm not saying he should have verbally said it, but you can conduct yourself on the field that way.
I hear you.
The other thing I was going to point out is that, unfortunately, in this game, France did not have any left backs.
Yeah, that was actually going to be my point. Yes. I was going to say the difference is more Rabiot than...
So Luca Hernandez and Luca Dean were both out with injuries. So they normally play with a back four. They decided to bring in Longley, the Barcelona centre back. Oh my gosh, he is terrible. I watched him in that game. The first goal with Seferovic, where Seferovic literally just bullied him. Like, he didn't even put up an effort. Yeah. And you could see after that happened, like, Varane started getting uncomfortable. So it messed with that back three. Yeah. And that's why they replaced him. I think they opted to go with Kingsley Coman. And I don't
switch it to a 4.
Yes. Then I think Rabiot just went to left back and then made it a 4. That's where things kind of started going well. That's where they scored the 2.
Oh, sure.
But I think, Switzerland already believed that, hey, we in this game. Looking back at it, they should have played Kurt Zouma. I don't know why they didn't play Kurt Zouma. I feel as though Kurt Zouma would have done well in that back three. We'd be having a different conversation about this.
That's a good shout.
Yeah, still go back team chemistry. Man.
Yeah, look for me. Yes, team chemistry, but it's not Benzema.
It's Benzema.
So to me, I've actually been impressed by Benzema, and actually the link up with Mbappe and Benzema. I know you guys feel different.
To tell you the truth, the last 2 games, hands down, he's jammed.
Listen, that Benzema goal, how he gets it into his... Is it the first goal or the second goal? Where he basically touches it with his left foot to put it into... I'm like, yeah, that's class, bro.
Hey, man, but he's busy blackmailing teammates in the dressing room.
That was 6 years ago.
You think
forgive a nigga, dog?
Dog, do you
Forgive
think
the man? I mean.
do you think drug dealers stop being drug dealers up until they die? Benzema is still busy kidnapping people. Dog.
Sure, probably. Oh.
Allegedly. Allegedly.
So basically, that's how I look at it in my head, as in like, you know what? It's unfortunate he peaked at the right time, but I feel as though the damage was done from the point of view of squad harmony was kind of
I
disrupted.
think the damage is the defense. I think that if we lose a game and we've scored 3 goals, I'm not blaming a striker.
No, I understand.
Team
That's why I'm
chemistry.
saying it's team chemistry. Mbappe missed quite a lot of chances where those would be Mbappe goals. Where I'd be like, okay, Mbappe from that angle should put that in.
And these guys, Switzerland, missed a penalty in the game.
Exactly. I look at that and think...
I'm not looking at the strikers.
No, that's why I'm saying. That's why I said partially. I look at the fact that they didn't have certain pieces.
Sure.
But from a holistic point of view, the French team that we know wasn't there in this game. Yeah, Sharp, I look like defense-wise, I look at it. Longley should never
So let me
touch the
ask you,
pitch.
what's the French team that we know? Because we're talking about Mbappe and his World Cup. Mbappe wasn't that great in the World Cup.
He actually was.
He was.
Aye.
He was.
He scored goals. I think he scored like 4 goals. I think about 4 goals in the World
You know what's the
Cup.
thing? We're talking, it was Griezmann and Mbappe that was scoring the goals in the World Cup.
Yes. And look, Griezmann
Giroud
went out.
because Giroud didn't score 1 goal, but he kept on setting them 2 up.
So I think France won the World Cup from their defense.
No, yeah, you want me to find a way to blame Benzema in this one too? He's out there blackmailing defenders that took him off the game.
Yeah,
He's
but
blackmailing them. Longley was on some. Oh man, this guy just kidnapped my sister.
Yes.
Now what?
That's why I say I literally look at it from...
got my sex tape.
Yes, I literally look at it from that point. In the last 2 games, Benzema, like he scored the goals. He did a good job. Well done. But if we look at it from a squad point of view, something is wrong here.
Yeah.
Something is wrong.
But I still wouldn't mind being friends with Benzema, dog.
Yes,
I want
because I
want
look at
that
it
drug money.
because we know when the goalkeeper kicks it, Giroud would be the one who's feeding Griezmann and Mbappe.
Yeah.
Griezmann hasn't really had a great.
He's done
tournament.
nothing.
Griezmann.
Yes.
nothing.
Yeah.
And
He's
Griezmann
played all 3
normally,
games, played nothing.
Griezmann is normally the guy who will be scoring alongside what's his name?
Maybe they should have brought
Alongside
Lacazette
Mbappe.
instead of
He would have-
Benzema.
Griezmann actually scored more than Mbappe in the last tournament. I think amongst those 3, in the time that they've been together, I think Griezmann's the one who's scored the most. Obviously, Giroud, he's he's going for all-time goal scorer, but I think Griezmann has in that 3, he has that free roaming, that free roaming
Yeah,
play.
he scored 4 goals in the World Cup. Griezmann.
How many did Mbappe score?
I'm looking now.
Okay, it's probably that or maybe 1 more less.
I'll have it. I'll have a check. I'll have a check.
No, but from a France point of view, I just think it's unfortunate.
Mbappe scored 4.
Yeah.
Oh, 4. Okay, so both of them 4.
From 4 to 0. Because you were busy celebrating your idols instead of putting the ball in the back of the net.
But that's what I'm saying. Yeah, Sharp, I was a little bit harsh in the beginning about the Benzema situation. As the games were going, he wasn't doing what he was supposed to do.
Benzema.
Yes.
Oh, Mbappe.
No, Benzema. I'm saying in the beginning, it looked like he had disrupted harmony, but it started to get a little better. But you look at it, they've lost now, and you kind of had to analyze all the pieces. Yeah, Sharp, Longley played, you can blame him. They had no left backs.
Did Giroud not come on?
He did.
In extra time.
In extra time.
Yeah.
And you know what? Why I even blame Benzema, though? That guy's a bad influence in the dressing room. Remember, even at Madrid. I remember when Vinicius Jr. was busy balling out there, but not scoring goals.
Oh, yeah,
and that guy comes out and say, "Hey Joe, this guy is against us. Don't pass
Playing
him."
against us. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think he's doing in the French squad?
Yeah,
What do
true.
you think? He's busy causing disruption. And I like him. I like him.
As basically the second team captain.
Yeah. I like Benzema, man, but
Yeah.
I feel like Benzema needs to be surrounded by other stars. He must never be the main man because he'll do things that will just mess up team chemistry.
No, I get you. As in,
like, if you're gonna play with him, have a Ronaldo, have a Ozil, have a Bale, have a Modric, like, other players that are on his level. Nah, but if he feels like he's the Grootman in the group, what are Grootman gonna do? They're gonna take your woman and sleep with her.
Sure.
okay. Yeah. That was very interesting breakdown.
That's what Grootman do.
But yeah, like, I think we've kind of broken it down as much as we can, because obviously we'll not know the answers, but we kind of give our thoughts and feelings. From Mbappe's point of view, you think this is the end of the world?
Nah, he'll rebuild.
He's 20 something and his teammates aren't that old.
Yeah.
I mean, this is not. The majority of the squad will be at the next Euros, right?
Yeah.
He'll win.
Apart from Giroud.
Yeah, he'll win another World Cup or Euros, I believe.
Yeah,
Before
maybe
end of the year.
He can.
Griezmann might be on his last legs.
Because France actually produces quality players. Like, if Saliba steps up to the plate, that's a good team. There's another under 21 international for
But
France.
he doesn't even need to. Kimpembe and Varane.
You see, and
Good
but
job.
I'm just saying for years to come. Like,
Oh, yeah.
who's the other under 21 who plays for France that didn't make the World Cup squad?
What,
There's
centre
another.
back?
Upamecano?
Yes,
Did he
that's
get picked?
he didn't. That's another player that does well.
But they
And-
didn't pick him because of the transfer things.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? I'm saying that's how much talent France still has upcoming. I'm sure they have another right back or left back coming, and I'm sure they have another striker coming up in the ranks.
Yeah, is it the Hernandez brothers? Those guys are young.
And then, like, France
Oh.
produces whatever they do, Le Fontaine or whatever.
I'm
They're going to
very-
produce players.
I'm very surprised they didn't take Lucas Hernandez's brother.
But France are going to produce players.
Yeah, he was playing at Milan.
Yeah, he's a winger.
No, but he's a... Okay, sharp.
Teo
Lucas...
Hernandez is a winger,
Yeah.
and that means you must take out Kingsley Coman and those guys from the wing.
he's left back, so he's more left back, left wing back type player.
One of them's a left back, the other one's a winger, isn't it?
No. Hence what I'm saying. Luca Hernandez can play in a back three, but his position when he actually got signed from Atletico, he was a left back. But the other one, Teo.
Yeah.
Teo's is a runner.
Yeah.
So he could have fit in, but I don't know. They wouldn't have taken a chance with a wing back. I mean, you've got guys who can play on the wing back position in the side.
Yeah, all he's got to do is not take things emotionally. No, I'm talking about Mbappe now. Next tournament, don't take things personally, man. Like, just get over it and do what you're supposed to do. Win tournaments.
Yeah, man. It's a shame. I don't know. It feels like it's the end of a story for these guys for now.
It's the end of the story for Benzema. He can no more look. He's not going to make the next tournament.
Look, the World Cup is next season.
But he won't make it. I don't think after this performance here. I think.
What's Giroud next year? Giroud's like 38 now.
No, to tell you the truth,
it's diminishing returns from
tell you the truth, if you're going to the World Cup, there's no harm in taking him.
Benzema.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's already in the setup.
He's proved himself with his goals.
They must take Osman Dembele rather. He'll be banging because he's going to go to Leicester. If Osman Dembele has a killer
The
season.
Barca guy.
No. Not the other Dembele. Or is he not playing for France?
No, Ousmane Dembele is the boss. He is French.
No, there's another one that plays for Celtic.
Oh, those kids. No, man.
I'm saying if he has a banging season at Leicester,
That guy, didn't he get...
Leicester is about to sign him. If he has a banging season in the Premier League at
so
Leicester.
he's going for the English. No, England's already got him in their setup.
Which guy?
That Dembele you're talking about.
Oh, okay.
No,
I thought he played for France.
No, the one who played in Celtic.
Yeah.
Yes, he's playing in like under 20s, like the young section.
Oh, okay.
So he's been touted to be an England player.
Okay, if they replace Harry Kane with him, England deserves to win the World Cup.
Bro, but that guy's young, dude. Anything can happen.
Yeah. I just don't like Harry Kane.
If that guy doesn't, the thing is, okay, fair. If that guy doesn't grow, then that's it. Yeah. What's his name again? Camaroko Dembele. This guy, he's been like a prodigy since he was like 14.
Because he came from Lille.
I just love that name, dog. Karamoko.
Yeah, it's a tough name, bro.
Dog.
Yeah, because if...
Don't make me call Karamoko on your ass, dog.
We're getting sidetracked, but I'm just thinking... No, I'm explaining my what's his name? My reason for getting sidetracked. I'm basically just looking at him. I think, yeah, he started like what? In the Scottish Premier League, 18-19 season.
Yeah, but he came from Lille, I think of.
He's 18. This guy, I think he's been playing for a solid 3 seasons.
Sure.
It's what I love to hear, man.
Yeah, so he's a young, hectic player. But that guy, obviously, this guy's, he's very hectic. Yes, he could play anywhere. He's a Januzaj. This is a Januzaj.
Please put some respect on his name.
No, but he is. Januzaj, people were fighting for him back then.
But he's playing for Celtic and scoring goals. Januzaj just had a good season.
Alright, don't tell me about Scotland.
You're not going to respect Henrik Larsson.
Hey?
You're not going to act like Henrik
Whoa,
Larsson.
you respect him from what he did at Barca. You were like, cool, decent Celtic player, but can he? That man showed you at Barca, and he showed us at United. I love that man.
No, but I guess it should be interesting to see what happens with
Yeah, Sweden
France.
had good players then, man.
By the way, guys, let me clear it up. I'm not saying the golden generation of France is done. The golden generation of France will never die. But there was a nice balance.
Pretty young, eh?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. There was a nice balance of old guys and young guys in the last World Cup squad. The old guy they threw in this one kind of shook things up in group stages, but then it came right.
It never came right because they lost when he scored the 2 goals.
No, I get it. But I feel as though if you've brought him back, you may as well keep him. There's no point dropping him now because if you drop him now,
he's gonna continue allegedly blackmailing teammates. Get rid of him.
But the thing is, if you drop him now, then that's basically them saying, okay, it was your fault.
Yeah, you can't go backwards now.
No, they're gonna drop him. You know what's gonna happen? Langley is gonna start performing all of a sudden because he has a weight off his shoulders. I bet.
Nah, but yeah, I think we've touched on that game. I actually now wanted to kind of have a conversation. Well, I guess there isn't really much silly season talk now, besides the one I was telling you now with your club Arsenal, trying to sign Ramsdale, bottom of the table goalkeeper.
But they didn't concede a lot of goals.
Hey?
They didn't concede a lot.
Yeah, but either way, he's going to be your second choice keeper, dog.
No, they're saying...
Do you know who our second choice keeper is now?
Who cares? That's not what I'm saying. But no, I don't
that,
know. That
Runesson.
Ryan or something.
No, the Iceland guy.
The Iceland guy.
I feel bad for him because...
The guy who let in 3 goals by Man City by flapping at the ball.
I feel bad for him. I feel as though...
Second choice keeper is going to play 3 games next year.
Yeah, I feel as though give that guy time. They did say that they want to loan him out so he gets experience. I mean, look at Martinez. Look at where he came from. I mean, Martinez was a loan merchant. I think that guy went out on loan for 8 years and came back, and with all that experience, he became a boss. So yeah, the loan system, I'll never mock it. We produce great players like Coquelin.
How? Coquelin.
Europa League winner.
Yes.
Even though Arsenal haven't got one. Yes, I hate my team.
So yeah, I think basically the only interesting thing that we can touch on is that now apparently Crystal Palace, I don't know if they want or have agreed to terms.
No, they agreed.
Agreed to terms with Patrick Vieira.
I think that's a solid signing, though. I was just shocked when some British pundits were saying we should have brought in Frank Lampard, and I'm like,
they were touting Lampard.
The weekend special is who you want to make a manager.
But yeah, let me ask you, Uncle Lucas, any thoughts about that?
Hey, at least they've picked somebody that's been working in football.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy has coached maybe at America, but he was coaching in Ligue 1.
OG Nice. And they did decent. European experience, Europa League. Not a big budget.
At least.
They don't have a big budget at Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
It'll be more than Nice, but
Yeah.
If you're gonna spot talent, that man will be he'll raid the French talent. That's it.
But Crystal Palace had quite a few of their old guys whose contracts finished, so they really in changes. And remember the last time Crystal Palace bashed, we want to change. They brought Ronald de Boer in. He changed, lost 4 games, fired.
Yeah.
So let's see. Hopefully they give him time. Let's see something.
Funny you mentioned that. I really hope that
Frank
doesn't
de Boer,
happen.
sorry, maybe.
But I feel as though
Frank de
that's
Boer,
something that can
Netherlands
happen
coach.
to him. You're right, actually. Now that
No, it won't happen. to him.
Because this is no, but there's how many was it? There was 7 or 8 players contracts finished now. Van Aanholt or whatever, that left back of theirs, he's gone.
Scott Dan,
Sure.
Cahill, but they have a lot of
I
old
think
players.
he sets up his team decently, guys.
No, he can. The thing is,
so
he can.
he'll get players as well.
No, my chat is, what will his team be? If
Okay.
he's the guy that comes in and says, let me have 18-year-olds in the Premier League. Hey, let me buy players from France in the Premier League.
That's a very good point.
Yeah.
That's a very good
No,
point.
man,
Because if he goes and scouts young players from all around the world, it might take them a while to adjust.
Sure. And he might not be given the time.
Yes.
Now
But
the next guy who's coming in is going to look like a decent guy, Kanti.
But I also believe, I don't think he's stupid. I think he will get some experienced signings. And off the legend that is Patrick Vieira, he'll get a signing or two that another manager won't get.
That genuinely can happen. I'd love it if it does happen.
It should.
I like to see, but we all want to see a black manager do well.
Yeah, though.
But I mean,
That's a very good point.
That's
We
all I
haven't
care
had a
about.
Black manager in the Premier League for a while now.
for a while, yeah.
Let him do well and take over from Mikel Arteta if he continues to play this negative football.
Well done. So this is their way of taking concern seriously.
Yeah, I mean, what's his name? The guy that left Wolves counted under the black manager.
No, the Portuguese. Nuno
Espirito
Espirito.
Santo, yeah.
Okay.
What? Okay. I didn't know that they went that far.
Isn't it in England they call it BAME, black and minority something.
Oh.
So it's just that you're not white, basically.
That's very interesting. But
Better than in South Africa, man, where white women fall under BE. They do.
very good point.
Really?
Yeah,
Yes.
they do. White women and Chinese people. Previously disadvantaged.
White. Okay.
Because in the past,
Who disadvantaged them? Their husbands.
yes, the husbands disadvantaged them.
Okay. Wow. What were we talking about? Wow, that is throwing me for a 6. Okay.
We're talking about Nuno.
Espiritus,
being
black
there.
and minority.
Vieira. You mean. Yeah.
But I'm thinking now the only thing left really is, well, not really. I won't say left. There's still quite a lot of good coaches of color. Now it's refs of color that I'd like to see in the Premier League.
And
I guess it doesn't stop
Coaches
now.
of color using in the Premier League.
Well, they won, but that's why I said it shouldn't stop now.
Oh, cool.
I'm saying yes, I acknowledge the progress, but this should not be the end destination. As like, we've got one, dog. So yeah, I'd like to see more of this. Then those kneeling gestures in the beginning of the game will be sincere. They'll be sincere. So hence why I'm saying this maybe might have been kind of the first way to kind of give an olive branch. But yeah, I guess we'll see what happens, man.
But I hope he does well. I think we have to watch their transfer activity.
Yeah.
To see if they're giving him a chance.
Yes.
Because it's also one of those things they have to back him.
I was gonna say that as well because it's very, like, being a coach. It's very important that you're backed, that you're not just given the tools that are there and they say,
make it work.
Make it work. Because in most of those cases, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
So if he gets a fair chance, it should be interesting. I didn't even look at it from that point of view, guys. As in, like, this is the first black manager that they've had in a while.
Yeah, I
remember they had that one.
Other races aside, I actually can't think of a black manager.
The Brighton guy.
Chris Hughton.
Chris Hughton.
And then
they had
got
that
fired
other guy.
unfairly.
They had that other guy from Wolves. I can't remember what it's. Not Wolves. West Brom. He used to wear like tracksuit shorts. He was like a built guy.
No, that was because they fired somebody else and he was the interim.
Caretaker, yeah. He was caretaker.
Dean Moore or something
Yes, he was.
Oh, the guy who's at
Darren Moore. Yeah.
Darren Moore. He's at
Yes.
Sheffield Wednesday and he did decently.
Oh,
Yes,
nice.
so that guy, I remember when he was in West Brom, he was doing well. Like there was a big scandal. That's where that talk came up, where they say black officials are not given the same chance. Because I remember it, like he was doing well, second, third, or fourth. He was in playoff runoffs, and then they fired him because they said he wasn't doing well the way that they want West Brom to do. Something like that. I can't remember. I'll have to brush up on the story.
Yeah, but let me not get emotional over here. Let's move on, dog.
Yeah. I think maybe the last conversation we can have is maybe one of, in every one of these competitions, there's players we expect to do something. Like, I mean, we're not going to counter like a Ronaldo. I'm looking at this competition where basically the guys who've done well, the Ronaldos, the Lukakus, the De Bruynes, the Modric's, those type of players. Lewandowski, although his time was short, did well. I just wanted us to touch kind of on any players who have kind of impressed us / surprised us. As in, you look and you're like, dude, I would have never thought this was going to be a tournament.
Can I say an obvious one that is still surprising? Eden Hazard.
Yeah, considering
Surprised
he's,
you?
he's
In a
injury
good way
record.
or a bad way?
In a good way, because like we say every week, like there's not that player who gets the ball and then so he hasn't done much, but just seeing him get the ball and then decide has been beautiful. But sorry, next I just wanted to just bring that up.
I have to agree with you
because he's
there.
probably the only old school type.
Guys, I'd even go as far as to say in this tournament, I think his brother's also done well.
Sure.
Yeah, his brother surprised me. Yes, Sharp, he's doing well in Dortmund, but I didn't expect this to be a tournament where you shine. Because, I mean, he took his team through against Portugal with a monster of a shot. I'm surprised by him. I had names. Obviously, this might be biased from my point of view. And if you guys feel, you can also maybe like add something. But yeah, actually looking at this, another player who actually surprised me and is going to a good team, Jorginho Wijnaldum.
Yeah, he's more attacking in this team
Yeah.
compared to Liverpool.
Like,
He got
especially
more goals.
given the captain's armband, he carries that thing well.
Yeah, I hear you on that. But what are the other players that you were talking about?
Yeah, so I was just going to look, and especially since it's transfer season, I was actually looking more at young players. Renato Sanchez, how do you guys feel about that guy's performance in a Portuguese
player.
aspect?
Good play overall, but I won't lie to you, I haven't really watched Portugal that much, so I can't really judge him on the Portugal performances.
Now, I think because...
He's a strong boy. Remember in the last Euros, he was 18.
yes.
Oh, yeah.
So now, obviously, he'll have had ups and downs, but he comes in here as a 22, 23-year-old.
Yeah, because he was signed by Bayern.
Yeah.
And then he got sold.
No, he got sent on loan
to
to Swansea.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
okay.
that's where the troubles began.
Okay.
Where every time he get loaned to an English team, you know how English guys are.
Yeah.
They tend to say,
If you didn't work here, you suck.
yes.
Tony Pulis, Serge Gnabry.
Yes, the Serge Gnabry. This is essentially the Serge Gnabry. So, I watched him. I think he, actually in the last game, he came in place of what Bruno was supposed to do.
He's been starting. He's been
Yes.
starting. It's the guy you mentioned, Pereira or whatever.
Oh,
that's the dude that came in. He was a halftime substitute in the game before.
No, but I'm saying
Renato's been playing.
I'm saying for that game, for yesterday's game, basically the one Belgium versus Portugal.
Yeah.
He got slotted into a different
sure.
role, so he was doing what Bruno was supposed to do, as in the live wire spreading the ball.
Sure.
So I was quite impressed by him. Someone else, I think we're having the conversation earlier on, Uncle Curtis. We would have noticed him because, as Arsenal players, we're in the hunt for a right back. So,
Right there.
yes.
Okay,
I mean, Bellerin's time's up, bro.
No, I'm wondering who you're going to mention.
Dumfries.
Is he on the left?
No, right.
Is he on the right?
Right wing back.
But yeah.
Right wing back. But he's just a runner.
Towards this point of the competition, last 16,
Yeah.
he's been the player.
No, I watched
been
him.
He did nothing wrong. He did nothing wrong.
I almost want to say of the tournament.
Yeah, he's done nothing
Well,
wrong.
obviously you won't get it because you're not getting knocked out of the last 16. But so far, he's been the man.
Yeah. I think then we can move on to some players, young players. Well, actually, no. This man's not young. Patrick Schick from Czech Republic. Okay.
Leipzig, no?
Yeah, he's Leipzig. Yeah. Obviously, he scored that wonder goal from halfway. That's when he caught our eyes. But I think he's kind of carried on and basically, proven that he's a decent player. Yeah. I mean, he's one goal away from Ronaldo. I think that's another player that we need to take.
He's been good. He's been quite good.
Take note of.
Who else you got there?
Let me look. Obviously, I've spoken about Hazard. Another surprise turnout, actually. Well, to me, surprise turnout. I'd say Benzema. I mean, for a man who
I'd go along with that.
Yes, for a man who actually had quite a low, goal scoring form, like towards his, the end of his French career. I think scoring 4 goals in this tournament is very good. Is a good tally.
Yeah,
it's a surprise.
Yeah. Look, this is a player 6 years out, still came back with 80 caps already to his name. Didn't play for 6 years, he had 80 caps.
How many goals does he have?
I don't know how many.
I don't know
all
time French goal scorer list where he is. But basically, yeah, that's a player that we can say had an impressive run. I don't know. I'm basically trying to look at some of these names. Okay, Seferovic having a great run, but I would say that's a Swiss team contribution more than individually you're doing well.
But you know what it is, nah, guys, with me, yeah, you guys trying to mention those players. But I feel the way that football is moving to a more system-orientated role, that a lot of clubs actually missed out on star players. It's something that I picked up years back. When you're watching football, you could name a player from Turkey, you could name a player from Switzerland, you could name a player from Croatia, you could name a player from like a random nation because he was just talented. It's not the same anymore. I don't know a single Turkish player. Besides Modric at Croatia, Kovacic is at Chelsea's meh. But the creativity that's gone away in football, I'm tired of everybody needs to slot into a system.
So basically, you're now saying that raw talent, basically.
Raw talent. Like
footballing talent, because now you get picked on how strong and how fast you are.
Yeah.
Before
it was like how good you are. You're just your talent. Like
I think it's that clip that you were saying.
You'll never get a Pulse calls again.
The clip that you were saying where
I'll let that one slide.
Who was it?
That guy was extremely talented.
Who was one of those old commentators? The old commentators who said he spoke to the French guy. No, he spoke to
the English commentators that
yes.
That comment.
Martin,
Andy
is it
Gray.
Martin? Oh yes,
Andy Gray and the guys on that other TV channel that we will not mention here.
Yeah.
Basically, what he said is I said in the group chat, the podcast group chat. Where he says that what happens now in England or whatever is they look at stats, and where in the past you try and take more risky balls to try and get a player through. They say, hey, man, your pass percentage was below 90%. We need to get back it up. Which is why I kept on passing sideways and backwards. And I'm like, mate, I get that, excuse me, the other club in Manchester, the one that came up recently. I get the way he plays football, where it's possession based, keep the ball and stuff like that. All right. But not everybody should play like that.
Yeah.
Because once everybody plays like that, it's boring. It's like, what are you doing? Because Brighton plays like that. They're not successful. Keeping the ball, passing side to side. They're not getting the goals they need to get. Sometimes you just need different teams. Like, as much as I hated Bolton, under Sam Allardyce, they gave a different dimension to football. Yeah. Like, it's a new challenge. But now what's happening? We're just trying to play system against system. So now you're just passing side to side, trying to figure it out. It's a 1-0, 2-0. And to be honest, I find that very boring. Rather, sometimes just let a player make a mistake.
But it goes in cycles now, right? So what I'm seeing from this Euros, crossing is coming back into football. Crossing and headering.
Okay,
And
yeah, true.
it comes in cycles. So it's not far from there when you bash, okay, success rate of this cross as opposed to if you give this guy that can pass.
Yeah.
Well, maybe that's what I hope. But because
Also,
I mean, crossing is still physically you need to dominate to win the.
But you see, it's still a different dimension of football because, growing up, you'd see a thumping header.
My man.
And you'd be like, oh, man. Nah, just watch the other club in Manchester City pass, overlap, cut back, goal. And I'm like, okay. And they do that for all 5 goals.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it should be interesting.
So now teams are afraid of playing in the middle of the park. In fairness, if you lose the ball there, because now what the high pressing thing is, we win the ball there and we've got 4 players in position. That's Klopp. Klopp says no number 10 will produce the chances that my system creates.
Yeah.
But then when
I'd
everybody
win the ball
plays
from your left back,
yeah, but
I'm
when
at your goal
when
with 3
everybody
players.
plays your system, it's a stalemate.
Hundreds, but you can't take his Champions League away.
Yeah, you can't take it, but it's one. It's one.
I get
You always have to innovate in football.
I get you.
What? Yeah, you were saying, but I just wanted to say that because I feel like we can't name as many special players in this tournament as we could in previous years because of everything is a system.
By round 16, we would have named players, and in the next game, we would watch saying, what is that guy going to do?
Yeah.
Like,
In this era, the guy who has a good game here, next game could just go quiet.
yeah,
100%.
because it's a system thing. Like, flip, man. Like, there were players that guys growing up when we were 10, 13-year-olds. You could name basically a player from every international team.
Yeah.
The Dove Sukes.
Listen, for those of you all younger than us, now, I'm going to say one name and they'll react to it. But if you're younger, I'll explain it. De Nielsen.
Bruh.
The Brazilian
Yeah.
one.
Come on, bro.
Dude.
Bruh,
that
they're
guy's
both Brazilian, but Jesus.
That guy's whole life, now, was get the ball and dribble Oaks. That guy played for Real Betis and Brazil. Yes, you heard that right. Real Betis and Brazil. He was on Real Betis's bench, actually. They just brought him on in the last 20 minutes, dribble and cross.
Just have
You'll never
fun.
get that again.
Yeah,
Just
bro.
have fun. No players, no players come now and they say, bruh, go do you.
Dog. That man was on Real Betis's bench and still went to World Cups with Brazil.
Yeah.
And that's the bravery I need from managers again, man. Like, I need a manager who will just say, okay, fine, I'm going to play this type of football. I'm not going to play pep football.
Analytics, man.
Screw analytics, doc.
But it's the era of analytics. We live in the era of analytics.
You know, if you're
Can't
gonna
they change football,
dog,
though?
you know how I view football, man. Football is like trying to woo a woman, dog. If you're gonna bash analytics and you're gonna be like, if I say 1, 2, 3, this is work. Sometimes go out there and say random things. Sometimes you just a pretty boy. Sometimes you just pull a trick out your hat. No. Some. Oh man, did you really say that? And then she's going home with you. You get what I'm saying? Compared to when it's analytics, it's 9 out of 10 guys are gonna say the same thing. Who's gonna take it home? The 10th guy, because he said something stupid.
Interesting analogy, I guess.
Women in football. Women in
Interesting.
football. The only 2 things that we love truly in this life.
Interesting analogy, man. But yeah, I think we've kind of touched on, everything. I'll actually just ask you guys if you have one more question. Who's the player who's disappointed you the most in this tournament?
Euros.
Just one. And that's one just to wrap up with.
Let me think. Which teams are there?
Dude, I think you might have to start with this one while we hit a quick thing thing.
I'll give you sort of a list that I made.
Sure.
It's Ruben Diaz, Mbappe,
Yes, Mbappe.
Bruno
Mbappe,
Fernandes, João Felix. I feel like Longley is a little bit tough because he just came in for one game. But yeah, basically, those are the players that I'm thinking we expected to have a good game, a good Euros, but didn't.
I'm going to be honest with you. It's Mbappe for me. And because I think, not because of talent or anything like that, he let what happened pre-tournament get into his head. That's it.
For me, of that list.
And Phil Foden.
Oh, sorry. Phil Foden is another one. But it's not, with Phil Foden, it's not over yet.
He got dropped for Saka, man.
No, he did.
Of course, Saka's the better player.
Yes.
But yeah.
No, but yeah, Phil Foden, I feel like there's a lot of hype and then It's just gone quiet.
For the hype, yes. Hype to disappointment, yes.
Yeah.
For me, of that list, it's actually Bruno. It's actually Bruno.
Again,
he literally lost his starting place in the tournament. You went into the tournament starting, but look, you can. That man was tired, Joe.
Yeah. He has been playing for two. He has been playing for 2 seasons straight.
Look how United players are on the bench because of their teams, because those men played the whole season.
Dude, they played
Rashford
ever since.
Well, maybe Rashford.
Ever since he landed.
yeah, because Rashford actually hardly played.
Saka and Phil Foden have started. Oh, okay, you can't play on the right. Never mind.
Yeah, but maybe from
But
from
Bruno-
Rashford's point of view, we can blame the coach and kind of say the coach has fallen into the hype.
And he hasn't really had games to say he played badly. Bruno had games.
Yeah.
Lost his position to some guy you've never heard of.
Not even João Felix, another guy.
João Felix, literally, they got knocked out. He's having surgery.
Oh, okay.
It was on some, he delayed it for this tournament. So even if he didn't play well,
Oh wow! Okay,
maybe
okay.
Maybe it's one of those. But Bruno, I'm dashing.
Then I take him out of it because I could see, even though he hasn't been getting played, he's not the same hungry kid that we've been seeing.
But
So you say Mbappe,
Bruno.
you say Bruno, I say Ruben Diaz. Okay, sure.
Give me.
You-
State your case.
You could argue being
Just
paid
the-
with an old Pepe, you have to do a lot of work. But I feel like Pepe kind of carried his weight. Pepe in that Portuguese defense carried his weight.
Yeah.
Most of the times, Bruno didn't look like that prolific player that
Because
we
next
saw.
to Pepe, you have to sort of stand still.
Yes.
At Man City, what he does is he attacks the ball, Stone sweeps up.
Yeah.
That man's 38. He ain't sweeping nothing.
No, because like that's the
Stand
thing.
still.
The reason
Now
I
you must
say
work
that
in a-
the reason I say that is because I genuinely believe as in like you're okay next
The man,
season. No, like as in next season, when Van Dijk comes back, we're gonna have a nice little conversation about who's the best defender. This just kind of showed me like, nah, this guy works under the system. Sorry to Liverpool defenders when we disrespected you guys. Maybe I don't know. I don't remember us particularly saying he's better than Van Dijk.
No, we never
Yeah.
said that.
Things like
We're not crazy. We're not
I'm
crazy.
just saying we never said that, but I mean we were kind of saying this is another good centre back, isn't it?
No,
He's
he
a
had
good centre
Tennessee-
back
Yeah.
for Pep.
So yeah,
No, in general, good centre back. But
yeah, man.
No, I have to agree with you because even Van Dijk for Netherlands, I don't think he's ever been great.
nah, yes, boy.
no.
Great.
Yeah,
Start-
I saw after he came
It's the
back.
resurgence of
After he came back, after he
him
came
as
back from
Combat.
after he came back from winning the Champions League. Okay, sharp. His partner is De Ligt, the new young talent. So they kind of do feed off from each other. It works out nicely. But you've got Pepe, one of the best, okay, I'll say top 10 defenders of his era.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, I'll put him in top 10.
Not now.
Yeah, not now, but I'm just saying in his era from the times of Sergio, Ramos, all those guys, Pepe's been in those conversations of like, okay, if this guy can hold anyone, like Pepe can go and hold Messi on his day.
Nah, he can't hold him. He kicks him.
Yeah,
to death.
no, but you get what I'm saying.
But what I'm saying is not a fair stopping. It's not a fair
Yeah,
stopping.
no, I get you.
Because the only man that can hold Messi is Koscielny.
Yeah.
Fight me. He's never dribbled Posh Koscielny.
I don't have.
I'm making up things.
Sure.
Don't worry.
Like
I'm making up
Koscielny.
on the go.
I'm like, I swear Messi
was
scores
just
every
about-
time he plays
I was
Arsenal.
just
Yeah,
about
and
to say-
Koscielny is not playing.
I was just about
sure.
to say Koscielny.
He pocketed him, dog, at the Emirates. He pocketed him. He took him home and took out his car keys, took out everything, and there was Messi, busy crying on the bench. It's a different story at the new camp, but
I was gonna say you can't use that example.
but don't worry me. I'm just a wild guy, guys. I'm just wild.
I mean, we could also say Wilshere pocketed Xavi and Iniesta.
He did for one game.
Yeah, then look what happened.
Yeah, he got injured every second game.
Yeah, but still, that was just
That's when Pep got sour. It's like we have 10 of those in our academy.
But that's what I'm saying. That was just we talk about
He was
a
probably
game.
right. Wilshire wasn't that great, but that's another.
It was a once in a lifetime
what happened? You see,
occurrence.
What I'm trying to
happened
get at
that
is,
night?
man, he said there was 10 of them. I haven't seen one of those 10 come out of the academy after Wilshire. It's still the same players that Wilshire pocketed in that game that will peak Barcelona. Fight me, because you can't fight me, my boy. You can't fight me. Tell me.
Pocketed Xavi and Iniesta.
Yes.
Jack Wilshere.
Yes,
I know you guys are also thinking, who?
The lies you're telling me. Tell me.
In all fairness.
I'm fighting. Who are those 10 academy players that he had in the academy?
Manel Neni.
I don't know, but they all sucked.
Oh, Barca guys.
Yeah, Barca.
Oh, sure.
Not all sucked. That's when I knew Pep is a sour guy. The same reason he doesn't like strikers being the star of
One
the show.
of them's Thiago, boy.
Yeah,
Nah,
but
guys.
Calm
Nah.
down. One of them is Thiago.
I think, guys, we-
Thiago was
Cantero.
playing. Thiago was out of the others.
He was out at that
He was
time,
out. He was out. Thiago was playing. Thiago might have been at Barca when he did that to Barca. He might have been at Bayern already.
No.
He's been at Bayern for years, guys.
No,
6-7 years. He pocketed them in like 2013, 2012, somewhere there.
I'd have to actually
Go
look
do your
back at
research.
Then I don't even think Thiago's made his debut then.
Yes,
He did.
I was gonna say
8 years ago. Thiago's 26.
What?
Alcantara.
How old is he?
That nigga's
He's
30,
in his
boy.
20s.
That guy's old, man.
That guy, that's an old
29
man.
maybe. I'd probably say 29.
29.
Thiago. Yeah, but yeah, he's like a thing.
Okay, in fact, you might be slightly right. He might just be breaking out at Barca because it's before Fabregas joins Barca again.
He's 30.
He's 30.
Yeah,
Oh,
but he's still old.
But yeah, guys, I
So he
think
wasn't an academy player.
we're getting carried away, guys. I think this is a nice place to wrap up.
oh wait.
It looks like we've
No, a
actually,
nice place to wrap up is send notes.
I think we've actually gone quite far. We've been
lot
talking
longer
for a
than we
while.
thought.
Yeah. So I think this is a good time to wrap up. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. Conversations got random. I'll let you guys sign out.
Away. Lucas. Peace out.
All right, cheers, guys.
Away, I said I keep the city's breast. I never said she was the brightest. Uncle
So
Curtis.
If you had her too, it don't affect
You
him.
mean the slightest.
With these drug raps. But yes, guys, cheers.
Who are
Have a
you?
good week.
Goodbye from.
All right, cheers, guys. Mpo. It's not a secret.
Bye bye, guys.
See you guys
Bye,
next
guys.
week.